Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to a ramble of sorts. This is something special. I have talked about doing this. I have never clarified what it is, but I have talked about how I have this bigger thing planned. I'll do it eventually. So I finally did it because today felt right. So, first things first, for anyone who missed the previous upload on this channel, it was a birthday message to my bestie because today, the 27th, is her birthday. So, happy birthday, bestie. So something I wanted to do for a while now is me and her, we have a blend on Spotify. So, like, in theory, what it's supposed to be is some songs that I like, some songs that she likes, and then some songs that, like, we both like. And these are indicated by, like, showing profile icons next to each one of the songs in the playlist. So it's supposed to be a mix of... Wait a minute. Oh my god. Wait, how did I not notice this? Hold on. Am I stupid? Or did it... Oh, did it change on me? Oh my god, it changed on me. Okay, that irritates me. Okay, so it's supposed to be a mix of both songs that I like, songs she likes, songs we both like. It's a blend. So I remember when we made this, I was so excited. I was also very nervous because my music tastes are something that is super private to me. Like, I'm super, like, not embarrassed to tell other people, to share it with other people. Just, like, that is a part of me that is, like, very, like, I keep it to myself because I worry people will judge me for my music tastes, for some reason. So, bestie, if what I'm about to do upsets you, I'm very sorry. So what I wanted to do was, okay, let me back up. So originally we made the blend, and I would listen to it like once a day. I would, because it's supposed to update every day, so I would listen to the new set. Well, then things occurred, and we were no longer allowed to communicate, and I was probably not being a very good friend because I stopped listening to the blend. Not because I didn't want to, it was very hard for me to do because it made me think of her, obviously, considering the fact that these are all songs that she likes, and it made me emotional. And I, as someone who doesn't do emotions very well and rarely gets emotional, and when they do, they don't know how to handle them, that kind of scared me. So something I told myself I wanted to do was, when I was ready, I was going to turn the blend back on. Not that I turned it off. I was just going to listen to it. And I was going to listen to all these songs, that she likes. I was going to give my thoughts on them. So I kept putting it off. Not because I didn't want to or that I couldn't. I was just always so busy, or like I'd pick a day for it and something would happen, or I would honestly just forget, and I'd be like, okay, we'll get it again soon. We'll do it again. We'll try it again. So finally I thought, okay, for her birthday, I will do this. I will listen to the blend, and I will give the thoughts on her songs. Also, I mentioned yesterday, this is unrelated, I was going to watch the Epic the Musical live stream thing today, to go along with her birthday as well. I got the time wrong. It wasn't 9 p.m. PST, it was 12 p.m., so I missed that severely. Whoops, my bad. That's not relevant. Also, assuming time permits, there will be another ramble up tonight, like a regular one. I just wanted to do this since I just finished. Okay, so this is me, I'm not a music critique. I'm not a music critic. So my thoughts and opinions are probably not very deep. So I don't know how long this will be, because some of my thoughts are literally just one sentence. Oh, I like the vibe, and then I would move on, unless it was something of legit notice that I want to talk about for a minute. So heads up, my critiques are not very good. Let me also give the rules of my little analysis and review. So there were 50 songs in the playlist. And, like I said, it's supposed to be a mix of both of ours. Well, Spotify must have heard it was her birthday or something, because there were 50 songs in there. 42 of... so I thought it would be, half and half. And then, not half and half, but, kind of half, and then a mix of like both of us. Turns out Spotify heard it was her birthday or something, because 42 of the 50 songs were hers, and 8 of them were mine. So I don't know what that was about. And by the way, I did the math. That means that 16% of them are mine, and 84% of them were hers. Like, I thought this would be a relatively quick process. Like, the playlist was like 2.5 hours, I think. And so I thought, because I know it was always about like 2 hours, 2.5. I thought, okay, it'll be like half of that, because half the songs will be hers, half, whatever. Nope. 84% of the 2.5 hours were hers. So that was longer it was there for much longer than I thought it would be, which is fine. I don't know, typically it's a pretty even distribution, but today it was very much not. Okay, so rules of my little review. Of the 50 songs in the playlist, I only listened to songs that have just her icon. If it was mine, I skipped it. If it was both of ours, I skipped it. Fortunately, there were none in there that were both of ours. So it was either just me or just her, which made, determining the rules of all this very simple. Also, I listened to every song one time, with the exception of one song where I felt like I didn't give it the full attention it deserved, so I restarted it and listened to it. So it was like 1.5. But I gave them one listen through, because I didn't want to get stuck on one and skew my stuff. Also, so like I said, one listen through. I'd say maybe halfway through, I put headphones on, because I was struggling to hear the words of some of the songs, because I had the volume down kind of low. So I think after I put the headphones on, my experience improved. So a little biased towards the songs that I had the headphones on, because I could hear them better. But also, I made a rule of not going on Spotify and reading the lyrics. I just wanted to experience the song however my brain heard it. If I heard it, I heard every word, I understood everything, I felt the meaning. I was deeply affected. That's great. If I heard the song, heard the music, didn't understand the words, but still liked the song, that's great. If I heard the music and didn't even register the words, and I just liked the music, okay. Point is, I am not analyzing the meanings of these songs unless I happen to hear words that resonate with me, and even then, all I talked about were little things. Oh my god, is somebody whistling right now? Yes, they are. Okay, I'm gonna pause really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, let us kick things off. Bestie, once again, if this is violating your privacy or something, if you happen to see this, I'm really sorry. I just thought it would be a neat idea to celebrate your birthday. Also, it's 11/11. Everybody make your 11/11 wishes. Okay, like I said, some of these are not very deep reviews and are one sentence worth. So if we fly through these and you get to the end and you're like, Joe, none of this was satisfactory, I'm very sorry. Okay, first song on the list was a song called Andrew in Drag. I think that one was 2 minutes. I should also mention, a lot of the music I listen to is very fast-paced. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that sounds weird. It's energetic. It's, it's typically involving rap of some kind, or it's just a fast song. And that's because, as someone my mental issues are I got stuck in my head, and my thoughts and stuff, I use the faster paced stuff to block out the thoughts, because it's way too fast for my brain to be for anything else to bug it, I guess, if that makes any sense. In comparison, a lot of the songs I listened to here were very slow, which isn't a bad thing. In fact, I liked almost every song I listened to. The two that I didn't like are for the same reason. So, like, this was also just, like, something wildly different for me, because, like, these are songs, like, speed-wise, that my brain would be like, nah, skip it, go to something faster. However, I liked a lot of what I listened to, so, I think the part of the reason, though, that I don't typically do slow music is because, like, it forces my brain to, like, slow down and potentially, like, confront or sit with said emotions that I'm feeling. And I hate doing it. So, block everything out with speed and dopamine and fast times and stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, first song, Andrew and Drag, it was like 2 minutes, I think. And it was, I'm not going to say that like all these were slow, but for the most part, just imagine that a lot of these were slower songs. If something is faster, I think I made notes. So, but like, I'm not going to mention every one of these songs is slow. Just know that, like, the majority of them. But that it gave me chill vibes. It was just like a chill, kind of relaxing song. Second song. Oh, so I don't have the artists on the list. That was just for no particular reason. I just forgot to include them. Second song is a song called Pretty Boy. See, I made a note here that it is slower than what I typically listen to. However, and a lot of these did this, you're going to hear it a lot. It, like, relaxed my brain, where, like, I was worried it was going to, like, make me feel things. It just, like, relaxed me. Okay, third song was Once We Get Up There, which I made a note is a song from Hazbin Hotel, which I have never seen. I've seen the pilot years ago. And then when the show was coming out for real, I was all excited and I was going to watch it, and then I just didn't. And I loved the energy in the song. Let's see. Next up, we have Medusa. Right as it started, I remember thinking that the vocals were super pretty. You're gonna hear me say that quite a few times too. Some of the people in some of these songs, oh my god, their vocals, they sound so pretty, and I love it. And, like, once it, like, got going, though, this song was super good, and I added it to my playlist. So that's one new song on the playlist. Medusa is a very good song. Let's see. So the next song was I Was All Over Her. This one, I remember, I think this one had words. I say think because I don't think I caught a lot of them. I think this was a song that gave me a lot of, like, ambience vibes. Kind of made me imagine I was, like, in the rain, and it kind of made me zone out really hard. So I mostly just remember hearing, like, music. But I do remember liking the song. Song after that, Bubblegum. So I thought this was going to be, fast-paced for some reason. I don't know, the word bubblegum to me just screamed high energy for some reason. It was not. It put my brain at ease, which, like I said, you're going to hear me say a lot. However, I'm not joking, at some point in the song, I believe she says something about swallowing bubblegum, which, like, legitimately just made me sad. I felt bad for that gum. And also, now I want some gum. I don't have any, but, I don't know. Now I want some. Next up is Sunsets with a Z instead of an S. I really like the vibes of this song. And one more thing I want to add is, due to their improper spelling of the word sunsets, my autocorrect tried to fix it about 4 times. So, how dare them be different and unique. Okay. I am so sorry for what I'm about to do. We had a song in here called, oh my god, I'm gonna mess this up. Jouer tous les sons serait dommage. I'm not trying that again. It's French, and it means I will leave you notes or words. I do not speak French. Whatever that was, I'm so sorry. My 91-hour playthrough of Claire Obscure Expedition 33 did not prep me to say things in French. In fact, in my notes here, it says, bestie, I don't speak French. And then as I was listening to it, I had a brain blast because I've heard this song a bajillion times in YouTube shorts. So yeah, that was just, whoa, YouTube Shorts music. Let's see. Next up is the song "Devil's Spawn." I made a comment that I feel like that's me, and then in the song they talked about like dying, like being scared of dying alone, which is something I am deeply afraid of, but I also expect it to happen. Also, for some reason, it reminded me of another artist, and you might, one of you might pull it up and compare, and you might be like, Joe, this sounds nothing alike. It reminded me of another artist called Shauna Dean Copeland, who I have rarely listened to. She was when I went and saw Rare Americans in concert, she was one of the opening bands that played before them. It was her, and then it was Hotel Mira, or Mira Hotel. I cannot think of which order the words go in. Hotel Mira, okay. I don't know why. For some reason, this song just really reminded me of her. Like the songs I remember her playing there, and like I could be way off base. So maybe don't check me on that. Okay, the next song was "You Made Me Mean." I really liked the guitar in this song, and then my brain was like severely overanalyzing this song. Like because I was hearing the words, and it was like talking about how the person who's singing was talking about how they were like friends with this person, or they were, and even how like if the person comes back into their life, like even if they want to like be friends and they feel like they like, if the person feels that they were their missing piece and they want to like start over and be friends again, like the artist was like saying, that's not happening, good for you, but I hope you stay incomplete, which made me really sad because I started applying it to my life, and like I was thinking about my bestie, obviously, and I'm like, man, I sure hope we're not in that situation. I sure hope she doesn't think that about me. Because I think I've said it before, I feel like she is a part of me that is not missing, and I really hope it's not like she wants me to be incomplete now. But I don't know. I think we're still besties. So I'm choosing to believe that was just my brain overanalyzing. Let's see. Ooh, then let's see. Next was the song "My Love, Mine, All Mine." All I have on it is the song just like made me feel like really easy and calm. I think, actually, no, I'm not going to say anything else because my brain is struggling to remember the song other than when they're saying, mine, all mine. Let's see. Song, oh great. Someone is being noisy at 11:20. Thanks, guys. Let's see. Next, we have I Thought I Saw Your Face Today. All I have here is that happens a lot. I feel like I see my bestie, and then it's like, obviously, that's not her. Okay, next up, the title is "We'll Never Have Sex." Sorry, why do I smell blood? Also, why are people loud? That's kind of weird. Anyway, I remember like the person who was singing the song, her voice was like super soft. It was just like a really nice song, ignoring the context and the lyrics and whatnot. Just like my brain thought it was like her like soft singing was just like really nice on my mental state. Apparently slow songs don't immediately wreck me, so maybe I should try them more often. Also, I put on my headphones at this point because I was really struggling to focus on the music, so I thought that would help. So that was like the first song that I put them on for. Next up is the song "Numb," and oh my god, or wait, no, my bad, not this song. It's the next one, I think. Yeah, okay, this song, like I loved the music like in the background because it sounded like ambient music that you would hear in the game Coffee Talk, which is like one of my favorite franchises. And I was just like, I feel like I'm playing Coffee Talk right now, which obviously I'm not, but like I just got excited, and I was really like, I was in these really like comfortable, like comfy vibes, and I was having a very nice time. Okay, the song after, What Would I Do, emotionally destroyed me. Of course, without any actual emotions coming out. But it was a song, and they were singing about like what would they do without this person, and it got me thinking because here we go, we're overanalyzing again. Wow, what would I do without my bestie? Oh wait, we already know. I'd become miserable and be upset at things and not have fun times. So unfortunately, we already are aware of the outcome of that. But yeah, it like kind of emotionally destroyed me a little bit because it made me really miss her a lot. Good song though. I should mention, if some of these don't directly say I like the song or good song, I like the song. There were only a couple that I wasn't a fan of, and when we get to them, I will explicitly say I wasn't a fan. The rest of these you could assume that I liked. Okay, let's see. Good Looking. I just have one here that made me zone out. Like it just made my brain zone out. Consequence of that is I don't remember much of the song, but I remember liking it. This is why I warned you all I'm not a music critic, because some of these are not very critical thoughts. Okay. Next up was the song Lovers Rock, which based on title alone, I had very high hopes for. And I'm very glad that they were met, because I really liked this song. I was jamming out in my seat, and it has joined my playlist. I feel like... Okay. Sorry, I thought I forgot to mention something, but no, we're good. Okay. Next song is One Foot in the Grave. So I'm not sure why this was listed as a song of hers. I feel like this should have been a song of both of ours, because this song is literally in my playlist. But hey, that just meant I got to listen to it, because if it was one of mine, I'd have to skip it. So note here is, yeah, that's literally in my playlist. It's a good song. Let's see. Then there's the song The Moon Will Sing. At first, I wasn't huge on it, but it like started to pick up, and I got really into it. I really liked it. I believe I added it to my playlist. Let me look. It's not in my notes that I added it, but I feel like I did. Did I add it to liked songs? Okay, I added it to my liked songs. I didn't add it to my playlist outright, but I added it to my liked songs. I remember liking it though. After that was the song Don't You Forget, which was another Has Been a Hotel song. It was talking about like a pet zoo or something. Once similar to the last one. Right away I wasn't huge on it, and then it started to remind me of Cuphead, like with just the way it sounded, and it got like it picked up, and I was having a blast listening to it. So very good song. Like I said, never seen Has Been Hotel aside from the pilot, so I was listening to all of these songs with zero context. Okay, the next song on here, I remember reading the title of and was very unsure of what I was about to hear. It says Helios Rap Remix Jersey Club. So it starts and it's like my kind of energy of a song, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm digging this. And then suddenly it's Japanese, and it's Uma Musume. Which got me very excited. Like I was laughing, and I was like, this is the last thing I expected based on everything else I've heard here. Once again, I'm not sure why this is labeled as, I mean, presumably my bestie has listened to it, hence why it is labeled as hers, but this, I mean, I have never heard it, so it makes sense why it's not one of mine. It just doesn't, I don't know, I just didn't expect it. It was a very good song though. Okay, the next two songs are, the two that I was not a fan of. There's the song Chasin' Texas, and the song I Got Better. The main reason I didn't like these is because they're country music, and I hate country music. Like nothing can fix my disdain for country music. It's just the vibes and the sounds, and like it just, my brain just doesn't like it. I will say though, I Got Better was at least faster paced. so my brain liked the speed increase, but it didn't like the country. Nothing against my bestie or her music taste. I just don't like country music. And unfortunately, not even this little experiment can change the fact that I don't like country music. Let's see. Okay, and then some of these next ones, I know my analysis isn't great. Like the next song is just called "Cry," and I have here that it was a really really nice song. Like it just sounded really nice. Like there's some songs on here where like I listen to them and I'm like I don't have anything to add other than it is a good song. Let's see. The next song is the similar way. It was "Sparks" by I think it was Coldplay. It was a good song. Like I have nothing to add. It was just a good song. As someone who typically, I don't know. It was good. Let's see. Swallow Me, the 2024 remaster. I feel like I'm reading a video game title here. I don't remember how it sound. I wish I could remember how it sounded, especially because this experiment, occurred over the past couple hours, but maybe that's why I'm struggling. And because I've only listened to each song one time. This song, it was like, I mean this in the nicest way, from what I can remember, and it's in my notes here too. It was a really weird, almost kind of trippy song, but I liked it. It was just kind of weird, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean weird in a bad way. It was just different. But I liked it quite a bit. The next song here is "Fear," and I sometimes here I'll type down lyrics I hear, and so I have "Feel Like a Hurricane," and I put twinsies because I also feel like a hurricane sometimes. And "Hard to Stop the Rain," I put that down because oh my god, the amount of days where I go about my day and it feels like it's raining on me, mental rain cloud, and everything's miserable and sad and depressing. It's oh my god, I hate it. Let's see. I Can't Handle Change. I loved how it was starting, and then there was this robot sounding voice that I also thought was really cool, and I really like the song. These are wonderful analysis. I know. Let's see. As the World Caves In. This one was one of the ones where I was hearing the music and I wasn't totally picking up all the words. I don't know if my brain was just kind of zoning on me or what. My brain happened to tune in and heard them say the words "atom bomb," and I was like, wow, a lot of days I feel like an atom bomb has gone off on my life. And that's pretty much it. So the song, let's see, next song is "Tummy Hurts," and all I have here is that as soon as it started, my tummy rumbled, which I thought was really funny. And then also, this is one of the ones where I was missing the lyrics. I heard them say 2043 a lot, and I was like, that is a number. And then there was a part where the sound they were using in the background was this giggle hee thing, and I was like, that's real. That's a real I think I liked it. I was like, that's just a really interesting sound to use. Let's see. Next was the song "Evil" by Melanie Martinez. I think that's her name. I was mostly excited because I know who this is. I have some of her songs in my playlist. I got excited. I'm like, somebody I know, somebody I recognize. So I added that to my playlist because I thoroughly enjoyed that song. Let's see. Next was "My Kind of Woman." Listening to this, and if you haven't played Life is Strange, I don't think this is gonna make any sense. It felt like I was listening to a song that would play over a Life is Strange edit video of I don't know, take any of the main female characters, Max, Chloe, Rachel, Kate, any of them, throw them in some aesthetic edit thing on YouTube and just play the song over it. I think it just fits. Let's see, "Romantic Lover" was our next song, and I have here that the vibes were peak, so I choose to believe me, the vibes were probably indeed peak. The song after this is "Did I Mention?" I noticed that the artist said Disney, so I did tap on the song and have the album cover pop up just so I could like maybe see what it's from. It's from the show, the movie Descendants. I don't know if it's a show or a movie. I've never seen it. I liked how the song was just kind of fun and like high energy kind of. It was just a fun like song, and I chuckled because I wasn't expecting to see a Disney song on here for some reason. But yeah, it was a fun song, which is good. 7 Minutes in Heaven. I really liked the energy, and I have nothing else to add. Let's see. The next song is VAS. I don't know if that's Voss or Vash or something. This song was like really slow, which I thought was gonna harm my opinion of the song, but it like just calmed my brain down, and it was really nice because the song previous was kind of higher energy, and this one kind of brought me down, and it's like, wow, that was a really nice transition. Next up, the song Young. I really liked how the guitar sounded in this song. Also, I didn't talk about this for any other song, and it's not even in my notes here. The album like cover art of the song is like someone holding like a Venus flytrap or something, which I just thought was interesting. Because those plants are cool. It's not even in my notes. I forgot to add it, so here we are. Okay, next was the song Waste My Time. Oh my god, this song is so good. It is in my playlist now. That is all I have to add. Okay, we are down to the last three songs. Okay, so the next song on the list is called No Second Chances. All I have to add about this song is I feel like it would play in like a jazz club or something. Like, one of those, you ever seen like movies or clubs where it's like, people are like sitting around at like tables, and then there's like a stage, and it's like really dim, like lighting. Maybe there's a spotlight on the stage, and it's just like some woman like singing into like a microphone, like a standing one. I don't know how else to describe this. I think there's a club like this in Fallout 4. This is the most random connection ever, I know, and I could be wrong. If you know what I mean when I say jazz club, you just know. If you don't know, I don't know how else to explain it. I'm really sorry. Okay, the next song was Promise. Her voice is so pretty. Her voice, oh my god, it was so pretty. And she was talking about how she made a promise, and I was like, I made a promise too, that I will always be my bestie's bestie, and that I will continue to wait as long as it takes until we get to talk and hang out again. So keeping that promise, even if it I don't know, feels like it's taking forever sometimes. And then the last song was called I Want You, and I thought it was really ironic and kind of funny that the last song on the list started by like singing about like starting over, and I'm like, no, we're not starting over. We're at the end of the list. And then I also just have here that the singer, their voice was super pretty, and my ears were all like, pretty voices are amazing. If anything, all these songs make me jealous because I wish I could sing, but I am a terrible singer and I cannot sing to save my life. Overall, though, this was a very fun little endeavor, and I'm very glad I did it. I will probably do it again sometime. I don't know when. It'll probably be a while from now, bestie. If you feel like I violated your privacy or whatever by speaking my thoughts on 42 of your songs, which for the record I liked 40 of them, and the 2 I didn't like were just because they were country songs, so that's not even like a good criticism. Yeah, good songs. Bestie, like I said, if it feels like I've violated privacy or something, I'm really sorry. Like legitimately. But this was fun. I hope you all enjoyed. I know my critiques were not very critique-ish. But I had a fun time, and I hope you all did too. So we have been going for about 35 minutes, Jesus Christ. Okay, I am going to wrap things up here because right after doing this, I'm gonna do like the daily ramble. So I want to try to squeeze them both in the same day, and this is gonna take time to upload, so I gotta hurry it along. So, one more thing. Happy birthday, bestie. I'm very glad that I get to share a Spotify blend with you. This is very fun, and I'm very glad that we get to share music like this. However, I wish Spotify didn't decide to short me out of songs today. I mean, even though I wasn't allowed to listen to my music anyway, I just feel kind of left out here. 8 of them compared to your 42. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, if you liked what you're listening to, leave feedback in the comments below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined to do so. The link for that is in the description below. And as always, thank you for your support, and I love you all. But most importantly, I miss my bestie from anyone else in the entire world, and I can't wait to get to talk to her again, hang out with her, and do stuff. Now, if you can excuse me, I am going to record the ramble for today, like the daily thing. So I will be back very, very soon. Until then, bye.